it's good to be able to take a backup of the scripts that you edited, entered, and done stuff with. So when you save this, or when you close Streamer.bot, it saves everything to a JSON file, and that file is what I started to do after stopping to stream one day because it was too late and I should go to bed. I did this instead. And that's a Python script that gets this file. This is where my Streamer.bot is. And the data, and this is a file where it saves all these actions and all the information in them, all the sub actions and everything. And in that there it also saves the actual code, but it converts it to another format. So first I'll just have to remember what I did, because this wasn't like yesterday. I didn't write any date on it. I think that what is finished is the part up until here where it extracts the code of this action, which is, let's see, test image, this one. So, oh my god, I always double click by mistake. This code, we should get this in a file, and then it's what I thought then was that you could just save the file again, but you do have to restart Streamer.bot for it to load into Streamer.bot. So maybe not, maybe just use this as a backup. I don't know. Anyway, it's quite an easy way to just get this, or backup of everything. If you just want to get this one, you could just like click somewhere, Control A, and copy the code. So yeah. So, but Panda, what do you usually do? What do you work with? Do you do tech stuff, programming, music? What do you do? What's your interests? Are you streaming? I don't think I know if you do.
I do network security, tech support, printer whisperer, etc.
Okay, cool.
I stream guitar and some other games.
Cool. Am I following you? I have to check. I think so. Trying to click on it in the browser. I shouldn't have clicked anything in OBS. You know, if you click in OBS in the chat, now I can't go back. I'll have to do it like, oh, whatever. I should have another chat open, right, so I can see chat somehow. Let's see.
I would love to be able to program stuff. I did some Python ages ago.
Oh, this is like just my 4th, 5th Python script. It's very easy if you know some kind of programming. So it's logical, it's a scripting language, and there are a lot of libraries that you can use to yeah. It's, as you see here, we've imported datetime. The naming is a bit funny here, but datetime from datetime, because otherwise we'll have to write datetime.datetime. But anyway, it's datetime now, logical, right? And this is the format I want the time in. So, and joining two paths, the path and the file name, and yeah, nothing very strange, I think. It's almost like reading just English if you do it in a simple way. This is defining a function which loops forever until it breaks out of it, and it does that when the input here is done. Because this is the pause I do when I have extracted those files code and I want to put them back into Streamer.bot. That was my plan, but I don't think if you have Streamer.bot running, it will still overwrite this. So I don't think I'll have to rethink how I planned it. It was after the stream, probably like 2 a.m. or something. I did this. I didn't think before I did anything. I just, I want to extract the information from this. So probably these parts should just be commented. So, in comments, like this, and oh my, there. We don't need it, but it's actually base 64 encoded in this JSON file, so yeah. So that's why we decode it.
What's your preferred programming language?
I don't know. Now I've done some Python, so now when I jump to C#, I forgot all the semicolons. So, well, that was. But anything really. Let's see if I'm pausing it, kind of pausing it here. It will just continue here, and this is something that I'm creating in the commented part, I believe. File JSON. Yeah, right. I'm dumping it back, and I won't need to do that. That's actually the only part that really shouldn't be done. Because it will just be overwritten if Streamer.bot is open. Okay. And I should really have been... all of these are that it's not updated in Git. So, you know Git, right? With you can have version handling. So maybe I shouldn't change stuff before I actually... Yeah, right, I just moved them. I moved them into this OBS and Streamer.bot. Could I had them all in just like Python random stuff? And since there are files, these are made by the script, so these are just the OBS profiles. Test JSON. Okay, let's just see. So yeah, these should all be. This is for updating OBS pause. If you move OBS, then the script stops working. So this fixes the pause, so you don't have to do that. Or rather, I didn't know how to do it. I don't want to add everything, set the preferences or stuff in it. So that's why I did that. So I'm thinking maybe I should just do this instead and make a new name for this. Streamer, but backup, code backup. Someone, when I mentioned this yesterday after I stopped streaming, someone wanted me to share it, so I thought I'd fix it a bit, fix it up. Finish it. So now we have a new one, and we can totally comment the rest here. There are no functions or anything here. It's just very basic. Just was experimenting to find out what I was going to do there, and if it was possible, of course. There's a toggle line comment there. The problem is that with Swedish keyboard, you can't use the key that it's using. You can't do this. It doesn't work. So you have to go to the menu. I guess I should change it to something. So, what other programming have you been doing? You did a bit of Python? Have you done anything else? I'm thinking maybe I should like GUI add. Ask
I do a bit of batch in PowerShell here at the job.
Yeah. I used to work a lot of scripts and logon scripts.
Not very exciting.
Companies and stuff. Yeah. All depends on what you do with it. You know, you can try to be the most efficient way to do stuff. Then it's usually more fun if it's not very fun. The task itself. You can always try to make it fun somehow. So, do you like your job?
ChatGPT has helped a ton.
Yeah, that's the new world. I was thinking like, when I thought I want to do this, and then I was thinking, is it like cheating to Google it? Nah, that's okay, right? That's the classic way to Google everything. And then I think to ask ChatGPT, is that cheating? Yeah, I think it's cheating. But why? What's the difference really from Googling?
Yep, I like the job. Some of the end users are lol.
Yeah, I used to get the ones that other people got couldn't handle.
It's easier to Google than flip through a book.
Yeah, and I used to have these C and C++ reference books before internet. Before you could Google it. Then you had to have it in paper, and that feels so wrong now. Like having a book with stuff that you can just Google. You always have internet now, you know. But even before you had internet on your phone, then it was still kind of useful. Yeah. When you had kind of call up to the internet. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so old. I'm revealing my age as if I don't have a camera. Yeah. So, but you could probably use Python at work, right? Yeah. Make stuff more efficient, automate. Let's make this more.
Yep, I could for sure.
Efficient. I'm thinking I'll probably make functions of this, so it's more reusable and a bit more logical. Because when you go back to this and you just have lots of lines with if, then you're thinking like, what was I doing really? Though it's not that much here, so this is just the structure of the JSON file. So we could, instead of this, if it wasn't
if and no and if.
Yeah. So, we could always open the file. So this is a pop. This is a directory where I have Streamer.bot. So, and Streamer.bot is, you can install it just like any program, but you could also, let's see, there's supposed to be a filer somewhere that makes it it's like local install or something. No. My god, why are there so many files there? In the base directory. You'll probably see that file before I do. Is it not in this folder?
Would you like more DLLs?
Like a million DLLs in the same file. Okay, let's just sort by type. We'll skip the DLLs. Streamer.bot. No, it's not here. It's not here. Maybe in the data one then? Here are my backups of the previous JSON files before I started changing stuff. So maybe we should just take a backup now too. Lazy way, the Windows way, right? The file I was looking for was a file that tells Streamer.bot that it's not in like program files directory, but that it's running separately. And I thought it was just like a empty file. Maybe I can sort it in size and see if there's a file with nothing. No, it's not this directory. My god, I should remember this. So, what's this? Lots of backups of itself. Oh, these are probably... Yeah, I think my script did this. Then I can see how long memory I have to. I don't remember what I did the 10th of November. Yeah, but anyway, this is the file, action.json. And here you can see the action. Let's see, where is it? Name, no name. This is how it puts the code. So this is one of these. Just base64 set to keep formatting, I guess, and stuff. But it, yeah, special characters and stuff just gets removed. So you can save it. But it's very messy. It would be nice if you could just edit the code in here, right? But it wouldn't still wouldn't load it. I don't think it loads it. We could always try. Let's just look for this test image. Yeah, it's this one.
Semi-lurking, got a couple calls to make it work.
Yeah, okay. Have a great time. I'm going to try to delete this and see if Streamer.bot notices anything. I don't think anything will happen. I'm saving it, going to Streamer.bot, and if I click save here now, will anything happen here? This usually updates at once. So if I click save here, yeah, I imagine it will pop back. So I'm removing it again and saving, and then back here I'm actually closing Streamer.bot now. Yeah, do want to close it, and there it was saved. So now I know this is the way it works. So it is saved when you exit, and I assume it is loaded when you open it, because it has to. But there's no other way to load it while you're in Streamer.bot. There. Oh. So now this should be. Why do I keep double clicking? Here it is, and there it is. Maybe I should just close some files down. Alright, yeah, this is from yesterday. Actions JSON, I want to keep that, but this is not. Oh. No, I don't have to save that. Oh my. So it's always nice to have the file, and I can see the structure here. That these are actions, but it's called actions, not sub actions. I remember why I did this big F, because I wanted the file to stay open, because we're going to save to it, but as I won't be doing that now, as I'm changing this to be a backup script, this we can just remove instead. And the date stamp here, it's for the backup of the file, and since we're not writing to it, this is not necessary either. We're going to take a backup of all the scripts, not just this one, or rather this is a file name. This is one I meant. We're not going to take backup just of this action. We'll do all of them. So that's not relevant either. So, and this is just these paths put together. That's the backup file that we don't need. Save file path. Yeah. Where are we going to save the backup files? So maybe call this backup files path, and it's a current path to this running script. And then I'm using the name, and this is not. Yeah, let's skip this part, cause let's keep this just a path, and then we don't need to join anything. The name can come later, because it's the action, I'm thinking. And if one action is several scripts, we can use like just 1, 2, 3. And I don't think there's a way to name them even in Streamer.bot. Yesterday I kind of started making my own Streamer.bot, but it's on the level of opening a window with dark mode currently, so I got a bit annoyed at Streamer.bot, but I don't think I might not have time to make something like that, or be able to in any way, but it might be a fun project to work on anyway. We'll see. And the limitations of Streamer.bot is so huge. And it has lots of features that I'm not at all interested in. I just want to, connect to Twitch, and maybe YouTube, maybe something else, but first just Twitch and OBS, of course. So, here, if the file path exists, this is not really necessary to have this file separate file names. Actions and JSON path. Let's try see if it can find it. If I just add it, this will look very nice. If it can find this file, and this one is not necessary anymore, making this even simpler. There, and if it exists, open it, read as this name, and I'm actually thinking I'll put this bit, but maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it putting this tiny thing in a function. Yeah, and I did the width, and then alright, I've already changed it, and I reopened the file on the remote part over here. Yeah. There. So now this is a tiny thing. Tiny thing. And we don't need to open it again. No, this is what we need to open. This is writing out the backup file path, and this is where we need to let's see, I just removed it all together, so I'll have to lazy copy from somewhere else. I just want the OS path join, because somewhere in the script, let's close that for simplicity. So somewhere in the script I'm going to, this is also removed, just saw another squiggly, and the name here we're going to loop through all actions here instead. This is actions, the list. Let's do comments. The list of actions, and this is going through the extra space, going through all the actions, because I'm going to change this to 4, and this is how easy it is, right? For well, actions and for action header, this should only be one of these, so why do I have a 4? Oh, right, I know. Let's undo this for now. So this is not the action. This is saying in actions, right? Because I didn't really read. So this is a list. This is going through the actions. Well, I was typing over here. Because we know the name is actions of that first JSON part. And to just show what it looks like here, we have here actions. We could also say queues, blocking, but this action is huge. It's like the rest of the file. I think it pops down again over here, and you can see that these parentheses here, these are like a list of them, and this is where one starts. Here starts another with a comma between. So JSON is not extremely easy to read. Maybe you can the editor makes it easy. Yeah. So we can see all of these are the actions, and names, they are over here. Desk. I'm thinking, where am I now? Actions. Oh, it's not over here. Of course it's not over there. So let's go here. I assume that these actions are for switching to my desk scene here, for example. So this one was actually the one called desk, or if it was the first one I read, yeah, it was. So if we manually, these things in this are all the desk ones, and this is called left screen, and this is just a group. That's why I read scenes. So all of these others are right screen, big TTS test, and that didn't have a group because it's where? Now I'm curious. There it is. Yeah, it's under known. It doesn't have a group. If I click it, it doesn't have a group here. So you can just type anything and it makes a group of it. So if we continue down, I don't have to minimize them all. We have the search hit over here. And also down here, yeah, I made a copy of it to debug another thing. So in this test image, or rather in this, starting with this squiggly brackets, what do you call them? In Swedish we call them like bird wings. So to go back to the code and click on the right place. So this goes through all the actions. It loops through them and it calls them action. So to get this, oh my god, this is annoying when it pops stuff up. The simple thing is like this. To write this part, and then it actually adds this part like this. So this is how it builds up the JSON. And here, name is what I used to have here. Back to this one. The test image. It used to be test image. So it went through all of these until it found this one. But now I want to go through all of them until I find one that has sub-actions, and that have sub-actions that have a certain type that has a bytecode. Well, that means they have code. And that's the code we want to save. Was that a mess? We'll see. So this was just information. I could undo it, of course. So I don't have that saved in my undos. So this doesn't exist anymore. We want to go through all of these. So going through all sub actions, and that's why we need this to be a for sub action. No, why have I called this for sub action? That's what annoys me now. Yeah, the type. Well, before I change anything, I'll just try this, because if it works, then my thinking is wrong. So let's remember this was supposed to be the name. Oh gosh. Not used to having an actual editor that can do stuff like that after using the Streamer.bot one. So the stuff I searched for was test image. So this is what it used to be in this variable that I removed. We don't have any more squiggly lines, meaning we should be able to test run this. And what this should do is it should create this actual file that we already have here. So let's rename this to .old. The file name, did I update the file name? Because backup files path, yeah right, that's why I copied the other one that I didn't paste anywhere. So okay, it's not very lazy to do something and then you have to redo it because you start doing something else. So let's join this with when it does stuff automatically, I want to go back because I don't know what it did. When I paste this, it adds nothing else, right? So let's add the parentheses first. Now it's correct with a comma, and this is what is supposed to add to the path. And what we wanted to add is a file name, so let's call it testimage.cs. It did this earlier before, but now we're going to replace this with the name of the action, and if there are several of these, yeah, so the sub actions are these, and you can have more than one code. So that's why I will need to look through these too. So right, yeah, I get it now. Why I just have to remove this part later. And so this is going to be deleted after this test. Why didn't I read the code before I start changing it? So files are moved, and it always asks. So let's see. Invalid escape sequence. And this is on here where I said I don't know if it can handle this.
You're such a nice person. You add comments.
Comments. Yeah. You could say it's lazy to add comments, right? The reason I use the file's path is because sometimes it kind of bugs out trying to type strings, and it thinks it's an escape sequence, this. So let's just start with separating. Oh, well, maybe not. I had some funny bugs with reading this file copy for OBS JSON, because it actually worked with slashes, but not with backslashes, and very odd. I got that working at least at the end. There. Let's double backslash these. We'll see if that works. Oh, let's see. We kinda got the data. This is a JSON, not very nicely formatted. So, I print it somewhere here, yeah. So instead of printf, we can use this pprint. Can it do the F? I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it added some more lines, but that's not really useful anyway. We can just comment this, because that's just to see that we actually got the file. It managed to the path now. So we have read the data. Now we can analyze it, and of course we should see the file. Yeah, it made a new one. Let's delete this and run the script again. It should make a new one here. There, so it extracted the code from this one, so we know that it works. One thing though, it adds 2 new lines. This is something with the formatting. When we read this, it's a conversion here. So if I would just do this and remove the decode UTF-8, let's see how it does it then. Let's delete this one again, so we make sure that it's not the old one we see. Run it again, and let's see. yeah, it needs a conversion because it can't handle that file type or that format. So, alright, it split the line too. That's annoying. There. So when it decodes UTF-8, after this, maybe I'll just replace 2 new lines with 1, because apparently it adds 1. Or UTF-8 is not the right one to use. I don't remember how you replace in Python, so Google. I just want to have OBS so I can see non-delayed version of the stream. I happen to get the other one. Okay, so Python replace, was that what I said? Replace bananas apples dot replace. Okay, let's try this over here. So it's code text dot replace, and we need to put it back into code text too. Replace, and let's do my god, I missed the keys. There. So of course I could have just written replace. Now we wouldn't have a real editor. I can see the information about the functions. I got used yesterday to this editor, the Streamer.bot Execute. This horrible thing. You can't even do Control S. Nothing. And if you want to use this CPH object, that is where all the functions are. If you type CPH dot nothing, if you type OBS, then you get not only the functions starting with OBS, but all functions. This is what I get annoyed at. There. Oh, we don't have to. Yes, I did select cancel, so I don't want to save it. There. So let's see if we remove the file again, just to make sure we have a new one, and we run this with F5. We still got the double lines, so I assume it's not that we have. It's not like the most important thing. We're dealing with backup in case everything would die for some reason. But it's not nice either, is it? So there may of course be some characters between these. What's the other one called? Let's, instead of doing this and just trying, let's actually look at the file, delete it, run again. It's created. I'm not opening it in this because I don't want to change it. I'm opening Total Commander with my old Electronic Arts license from forever ago. And let's see. What have we got here? The directory name is Video Streamer.bot, right? No, that's not the name. It's my Obsidian. Obsidian. I was taking backup of old stuff here. Oh, this is what I like with Obsidian. It's just all files, and they have the same opened in here. This is what I did on stream last time. Think of fun stuff. Advanced here. So I have the same directory over here. Let's see. Programming, Python, Streamer.bot. So the files are over here the same. And here I have it opened in code. So programming, Python, Streamer.bot. So here I can open the file with a better viewer and read what the actual codes are. So let's see. I would believe it is. Oh my god, these are the old Northern command keys from ancient times, but I forgot them. Let's see, options, and I think one of these function keys. Yeah, here it is. Edit view. Yeah, it's F3. F3. If I F3 this file, oh, it's opened with Lister, but I want to open it with a hex editor. Let's see, where do we do that? I thought F3 would work. Maybe there's something in the configuration to change it to open with that. Maybe I can right click it also. Well, no, I want to open it with integrated one. Let's try F3 again. Yeah. Okay, so it's just options in here. So now we should be able to see what characters it's actually using for these double new lines that we see when we look at it like this, because these are too many. There shouldn't be anything here, just one. So yeah, why did I open this file? I'm totally stupid, right? Why did I open this one? The one I wanted to open was the CS one, of course. Now I opened it in the other one. Yeah, but we still have the double one. Good, so open this with hex. And now we can see what it does. It has three characters between here. So it's these characters. Can I zoom this? No, I think it's too tiny. Multimedia. I'm just, you know, old names. Nostalgic. So... No, I don't want to limit the characters per line. I wanted to know if I could change the font. Can I change the font? Ah, it doesn't matter. I like this editor. You can set it to anything. Well, not anything, of course, but binary. Okay. I'm getting my window here again. Let's maybe we were talking about I think it says OD 0D, I mean 0D, and oh my god, where's the line? So if I search on just character hex 0D, it says that 0D is a carriage return, though I would have preferred to at once get the... So I'm thinking, should we kind of type that explicitly? I know that in Python you can do exact strings. And now I want to do what's the escape for this. Here we go. 0D is, so it's, the reason it didn't work is we used N, which is line feed, and what we have two of is character return, which is R. So let's go back to the script and change this line to \R. There. And this is apparently how Streamer.bot saves it. Why it saves it like this? That's a good question. I'm deleting the output file again and running the script, and we'll see if we get a nicer looking one. Nah, looks the same. So that didn't work. So I want to know that this was run. Let's just delete them, because we had the other character too. Let's go back to the file just to make it thoroughly. We have 0A2 and 0A is the line feed, and we don't need both these. It may just make it true anyway. So going back to the code and actually removing both. Of course we could do like \n and \n here, and oh right, what I didn't do is to do this repeatedly, or let's do it all over the place. Maybe we need to do some regular stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just delete this to make sure that it's not an old one we're looking at. Run it. and look at the file. It seems to look the same still. And I'm not sure this is even found. So I mean, even if it just looks for it once, it should still do it once. Oh, this is taking longer for a tiny thing than I had expected, but whatever. So did it look different? Well, this one is just that it's not called CS. Let's do that instead. So it knows. It even added, yeah, it adds these lines. That's what it does, of course. So this is a very old one. So let's rename this old 2. And run the script again with a little tiny change. Let's just remove these. There. Opening it. And it worked. Yeah, so maybe there were 2 at once, but it wasn't clear enough. Bit odd though. So now it looks much better. And it did it not just once, but for all. Yeah. So these are the functions I would like to have, some of the functions I would like to have in a separate file. And yesterday I heard that maybe you need to make a DLL for that. Sounds like it should be possible to just add some functions you want to be able to reach from different places in Streamer.bot at one place. That would be very easy to make, as you will see. Water. My throat is starting to go. This was kind of nice list, actually. The escape sequence, result, hex code, and description. This is not all characters. Oh, whatever. Oh. Should I save this? I save so much and then I never have time to look at it again anyways. Maybe there. So right, it didn't close, so it's open twice. Yeah, different files are different files. So if we open this again with F3 and do hex, And look at this. Now we only have... Now we have 0D0A, and the old one had 0D0D0A. So when I removed two, when I removed all 0Ds, they were automatically added back again. And that's totally okay. There. Oh, this program, by the way, to look modern. I got this license when I worked at Electronic Arts, like 2000. And it still works. And there are still updates. So, can I see the version somewhere? Maybe in options. Oh, let's remove these buttons again. Function key buttons. I should know these. Only been using them since... What? I was 10, maybe? How to Google Northern Commander. How to Google... Where is it? Google. Just popping up so I can see stream OBS again. So, Northern Commander. Yeah, it looked like this. What year? Yeah! 86, and I'm born 75, so 11 years. I was probably like 11 when I used it first. This is what it looked like, but you go to Windows. Like this. And there were the same shortcuts that you can see down here. Oh, not the same, I see 3 it says name. So maybe it wasn't the same shortcuts. Yeah, you had to switch between left and right and stuff then. This is before Windows, so... Not this, of course. That's the newest version then. Didn't it say they ended it in... yeah, 98. 86 to 98. So it wasn't that long, 98. Because this license was bought 2000. Could probably check the date of my license file. But then maybe I shouldn't show the license file. Oh well. It's still useful. Oh, sorry. So, it's 17. Right. One thing I had paused in my Streamer.bot since I was testing other stuff was my timers. And the timers had, among other things, and I have no idea what the timers are. These tabs are so illogical. Let's start from here. No sub-tabs. Not there. That's the commands. Twitch, it doesn't have to do with Twitch or anything else. OBS, no. It should not be integrations. It's not MIDI or voice control or hotkeys. My god, where is it? It can't be settings, right? Timed actions, it's on settings. Okay. So, I have changed these should all be enabled and on repeat now. Interval 0. What? Whatever. Let's say 1050 then. These are just to make these not pop up at the same time all the time. Oh, I have typed something there. Whatever, I don't care if it's correct. So now we should have timed action, and this is why I stopped them, because the action history got crazy filled up with timers. So settings and the 15-second one. Okay, so I may have disabled it somewhere else too. I got a reply on Discord from the person that gave me the tip about making a DLL yesterday. And also was interested in this Python script. I thought I'd remake it more usable. So we have extracted one, but I wanted to finish this first. Time is still disabled over here. That's why. So if I enable this, the action history will go crazy here. But why is it not? Because this is clock that I have disabled on in my OBS. In my OBS now, see if we can enable it again. So we can see what time it is. Because I removed it, and you can see it here. So if it doesn't update, it's not very nice to have it there, right? I don't want it to be in the way, but you can see still what it is if you wanna. So, are there any more timers that are disabled? That one is. And this one is, but that is because they're supposed to, because they're not done. And this one is just a copy, so let's delete it. And if I save this now, the file will be updated. So this file is now updated, and we don't have double this action. We have that one called test image copy. That's why we had several hits here on the search. So let's this is done, and this is a part of the conversion. So actually, instead of adding it like this, let's make it a bit prettier and just add it at the end. Not much prettier when it switches lines like that, right? Anyway, maybe I should change the width of this, but this is a default one. And it's always nice to have the default ones too, even if, you know, you could have longer lines. I don't mind longer lines on this. Oh my. A reason not to have lots of ifs and loops and stuff. We could do it like this instead. Python has not. I'm thinking exclamation marks here. If not, and then the rest of this, Shift tab, yeah, and here it's supposed to exit. It can be just exit. And let's the path to the actions. Oh my god, double spaces all over. To Streamer.bot actions. Oh my god. The keys don't want to play with me today. And the JSON is incorrect. Does that sound too evil? Oh well, just information. So if we would enter like this, run the script, it would just type this and exit. So let's \n this too, so it's a bit prettier. There. So we don't have to have all of this. How many characters indented? 4, yeah. So 4 more characters for this to use. It has to be pretty. Ah, it still does it. All that for nothing. Okay, so it we haven't even confirmed that this has managed to read it. Whatever, I don't care. It's not like a program for anyone, right? File JSON loads file text. Yeah. So for every action in the actions part of the JSON file that I showed a bit ago. Oops, wrong file. It's not anymore supposed to check for this one. It's supposed to do all of them. So we just delete this. And this comment that I added on the end, it jumped. Oh, it knew to move it. There. Okay. I don't account for the case there are several execute code. Yeah, this is what we're supposed to fix now. The loop will go through them all, and it will save them all to the same file name currently. Instead here we need to action.name. Let's use that. All of these sub actions have the same action name. And in the old script, we used this, so I don't have to type, I can just lazy it. Like this. And I'm thinking we should count these. Then we should set the counter over here. So what are they called? Execute code. Just call it count. Count is 0. Count. Can it do like plus plus? I don't think so. It can do plus 1 like this, right? And what have I got in my memory? It's this thing. Yeah. So this will be necessary here. Yeah, first one goes to 1 because it's 0, and then we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we want the action name plus the counter. Count dot toString, I guess. No, not like that. We'll get an error here, so we'll see. Probably we'll get an error. I don't know how much it can do by itself. Python, let's see, where's my Google? Python int2 string str function. Okay, so let's str this there. So we don't need to save the action because this variable is still functioning down here. So let's just, we don't have to have a million of these. Now we are, oh my god, can't I just, whatever. There's no output for this, so we can remove that. So it goes through all the actions. If the action, it goes through all the sub actions. If the sub action is, let's execute code. Let's make another comment. Execute code. It's a big C. Let's make it a big C. We add 1 to the count. We get the bytecode and convert it to readable code format. And then we output it to the file with a name. name of the action plus the count, and then .cs. So when we run this, we should get, I think it's 7, and we don't have any one with double code yet, so I'll have to add that to test this. So let's run it. Let's delete the old one first, though it will have another name, so it doesn't matter. Let's just run it. All right. I changed the name. There. So now we got lots of files, and they seem to have the correct names. Maybe we should add a space in there, because the names still have spaces. Add a space between here. So it looks a bit better. Oh my god, we'll have 1,000,000 files after this. So these are the files. Let's think one step more and put these in a subdirectory. cause you know, so before this, this should be part of the path, but I'm lazy, so we need a double backslash, and let's call this backup. Maybe we should call it backup and the date. And I had that date string I used in the old script, so let's copy this. We can reuse it. Oh, that's the only reason we use datetime, so probably quite a few of these are not. Well, we don't really use pprint, right? Either. So, backup. Plus timestamp? Was it timestamp? Yeah. Timestamp. There. Yeah, these paths. No such directory. Okay. We need to make the directory too. It can't handle doing it at all. So before we do the loop, and let's remove this. So copy this and then there. And I'm going to update this path for the backup file, so it's actually the path that we want. Oh my god. There. And we remove these, because that's there. And we want to check if this exists. Maybe we should add an extra number if it exists. What do you think? Oh, whatever. Let's lazy this too. So, where should we make this? if something goes wrong before here, we don't want to make it anyways, right? So I know I've done this before, but this is quicker. Oh, it's start to make there. Oh, it's start to make their path. It's that simple. So what's the difference from the other one? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I've just got OSF path. Let's see. So, if not, OS path exists. OS make there. There. And let's see if this works. Yeah, because we have not. And I didn't see anyone that did the dot either, so. Yeah. I kind of thought so, since when we did this, it says make theirs. And let's see what's the difference. Make their, also the S is for super. Create a leaf directory and intermediate ones. Oh. Okay. Let's try this. And now we have a backup directory with the time. And this even has seconds, so I don't think we'll get the same backup directory again. That should be quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 scripts. That's what we have in and they look correct. So now it takes backup of all of the directories. All of these scripts. Execute code ones in there. So let's delete all of these now, because there's lots of files. Muted states, OBS raw text. Now we can confirm that we get these and nothing else because we have them up here. Test image is the old one with an auto number. Well, let's delete these two also. So all of these there. So now we only have the scripts here, and we have the output in the subdirectory. And if we run this again now, we should get a new directory. And it was like 1.5 minutes since we run it. And we have a new copy of the scripts. Only we didn't save in between in the Streamer.bot, so there's no possibility that these were actually not the same. So should I make a load backup? That's what I was doing before, but I should share this on GitHub too, was the idea. But let's make a reload one too. So the old script, the plan was to extract a file, one of them, just one of them, wait until the person doing this has types done, and then load it back to the file, write it back. But there's no way in Streamer.bot to load. You can save, but you can't load. So you can't load the configuration while it's running. You have to shut it down, and then it automatically saves. So if you made changes to the file, it doesn't work, and then you have to start it again. So it's a bit too complex to just do that every time, I think. So instead, we can recreate a actions JSON with this new data, but I really want to try now the 1.2, because if we're loading them back, maybe we shouldn't do it. Maybe it's just enough with backup and you can take it back manually, because you can just have a backup of the JSON file too. Maybe that's what to add a backup of the JSON file. Because then you have all the data you can possibly need to restore it. I could get all of the data out of here, but why would I need it? I don't see a reason. These are easy to edit. When you have done that, look here. Oh my, wrong encoding. Anyway. Oh right, I see in my chat that the timers has went off and that they did not speak. That was a problem before, because I was streaming, I was talking to someone, and it started talking all the time, these. And I had these like 15 minutes timers. And it was annoying. So I muted them. Well, that's okay. It's just a TTS address. Let's see, where do I have the chat? Over here. So, okay, some programs you can't drag tabs. So, here, these. Let's pause that. So these are the automatic messages. The one with the TTS, you can configure everything about it. Like I have, okay. I have set it to, instead of fixit42, it says fixit when I speak. In all of the places that uses security lives TTS, and I selected what voice I want to use. So, and that is the neural one, and this is just my YouTube channel here. And I should 9 months, 1 year. Oh my. Yeah. Crazily enough, I get like 1 subscriber every day. So. And I should really reply to the comments. Oh my.
Still have quite a few views.
There. All right, I should remove this too. September. My. I thought I had this pinned. Okay, whatever. I should really reply to these. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days. 9 days, 9 days, 9 days. All kinds of strange comments. Whatever. And the third one is the Discord link. So if you click this, you get to go to the Discord. Maybe 15 minutes is too much. You can see what's suitable. Yeah, and I made YouTube videos on that game because my oh my god, 16-year-old in 2 days plays it, and I had to research stuff for him, so why not share it since it was you had to research it, so make it easily available. Oh my. Oh, it's very nice. I wanted to have this affiliate thing so you can make the icons and simply do stuff on Twitch, the channel point. You know, you can't do anything without it. But now I don't have to worry about it reaching those goals. So I can just stream as I wish and not think that I have to stream at a time where maybe people would watch, and now when I've been streaming for 2 months, also I don't have to think that there has to be 3 viewers all the time. So there were lots of people yesterday, but now it's not, because it's still working hours, or it was when I started at least. So let's see now. I thought since I'm still going to do this, I may just as well stream it. Why not? Might get some company. Well, I thought this was finished, but when I read this, I see that we have a Swedish character that didn't come out right. So what kind of encoding is it that I should use to convert the... What I use is UTF-8 here. Let's see. Here, UTF-8. Let's Google this and see what we find. Alternatives. And this is also annoying that with the line break. I have added it myself, but or I let code add it. So now I can copy this and let's Python this. Yeah, but I possibly don't want UTF-8 decode. What alternatives do we have to UTF-8? Decode without anything. Okay, maybe I should read what it actually says. Okay, UTF-8 is default, so no change. Convert bytes to string object. Both these functions allow us to specify the error handling scheme to use for errors. But I want the Swedish characters come out right. Why don't they come out right? So that was useless. Ducks. Sorry for not reading aloud. Maybe I should do this the slow way, which means TTS. Encodings. Have I got still the files open now? When I decode these, let's take first words. It was first words. And what happens if I press 3? Yeah, so that's nice. We have WinRock music, and here it says Välkommen, so it has the encoding right as configured for current font. So why does it look correct over here, but when it looks bad in code? If I click first words, we have a question mark. Oh. So, and here it looks right. So let's check what character it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is E4. E4 is the character, so if we Google that, UTF-8 E4. Yeah, I guess it's not right. And it's not UTF-8. It's just E4. What character is this? Yeah, very much E. So that should be 2, 8, 2, 2, 5, 6, E4. And the one before 56. Yeah. This is not 56, it's 56. So the search is what's odd. So I have to calculate what the hex is in. Okay. That's useless. But it was. Wasn't it hex at first when I clicked it? Yeah. So let's Python and code available. What's available? Maybe someone asked. Well, all the encodings Python can do. Python 2.6. How old was this? 1 year ago? No, asked 40 years. That's cute. That's cute. I think I'll be changing the timings for the automatic ones. Let's see. It was settings, timers. So, how often? Maybe like, well, let's rename these. The names are useless. So let's call this one, I don't know what it is used for. Timers. I'll put the headphone in if we have a lot of TTS again. It hurts my ear. Automatic discard. Yeah, it has a command also, that's why it's in commands. Should I have commands at all? Yeah, people may use it. But now, this is a test. Can I drag this? I expected not to. So now when I actually should double click and put this on timers. There. And then we have, oh, GitHub is also, and it has no timer. But let's make one. No. Not now, this is for the assistant. TDS. So, YouTube timers. So now it's apparent these are automatically by timer. These are commands. These are automatic from something else, like first words. These are commands. Oh, I have to go through these and remember what I do. Okie dokie. Chocolate time. I imagine that that's not a huge problem, those characters, but I want it to be correct. And it's an opportunity to learn. More than anything else, it's an opportunity to learn. So let's see, YouTube uses a 16 minutes, so we'll rename it. 16 minutes should be called YouTube timer, maybe. Oh my god, it looks like double spaces all the time. This was a double space anyway. So how long? What should we do? How many minutes? 20 minutes? 25? 25? But maybe I wanted to do maybe run this like at the start of stream too. Yeah, I'm going to add more stuff there. As you can see, 9 months since my last video, and it's not anything that has anything to do with what I'm doing currently. I was thinking of doing a Python course and lots of other stuff, and also I promised to continue that series too, to help people make modification mods to tabs, the tab game that my son likes. So yeah, random. Oh, random. This is very interesting. Repeat. Timed action can have either an interval set or they will occur every X seconds, or a line count set. They will occur every Y lines. What's lines? If both options are set, then both criteria must be met for the action to occur. The action will only run if Y number of lines have been set, and if X seconds have passed. I have no clue what it says. It talks about lines and said. And if X seconds have passed. The time interval can also be set to a random value within a range. Okay. So, if I do random from like 10 to 25 minutes, I will do randomly between that. Okay, then I get it. Why not to type between instead of and? Or in interval, or change interval to add between when you click this. So let's do between 1000 and I can't tab to it, of course. These are the things that makes me want to make my own. There. Yeah, and I actually used this once. Oh. That's... I should have remembered. Not that I would have had to if it was logical. More chocolate. My throat hurts too, so...
Did I miss all the good stuff? Work phone won't stop ringing.
I'm eating chocolate. There. It's working. I can back up all of the... Well, let's see here. If I run the script, it creates a folder and adds all of the scripts using the name of the action and a number if there are several scripts in the same one, in the same action. So and it uses a date, so we can just run this again. We'll add a new line here. What I noticed was that it couldn't handle this character, so I'm thinking maybe the encoding is not correct. So I was kind of researching encodings now for Python. When I open this one, yeah, right, it's like this, so you can't see if it's the same. This is the only problem. Then I was thinking maybe I should maybe I should make a script to get these, if you edit these, to get them back into Streamer.bot. But then I thought that you wouldn't really do that. What you would do is to also take backup of this, the file that you get them from. So I was thinking of maybe adding a backup of that one into the folder. Then you can, if you want to edit one of these and want to put it back into Streamer.bot, you can just open it like this and paste the code. It's not like you change them all and then want to load them all back. I don't think that will happen, so it's not really useful to do it. It would be useful to do it if there was a load button, but as it is now, you can save all the scripts and all the information. But there's no way to load it except for closing the program down and opening it again. So that's why it doesn't feel like it's really useful. That's why I stopped doing the first script, where you were supposed to edit it and then it was loading it back. Because when you close Streamer.bot to get this loaded reload, then it overwrites if you have changed to the file, so we didn't change this. Yeah, so how was it going at work? Everything good? I'll take some. I'm talking all the time, so by myself. So what was I doing? Yeah, I was updating the timers. The Discord one, that timer is called 17 minutes, so let's rename that to Discord. I don't want two things to happen at the same time anyway, so. Let's do this one between 1000 and 1500 seconds. Then this one has to be TTS timer. I had disabled these because they were using the TTS and it got annoying with the messages when I was talking to someone. So there. Well, this is an update of the clock on screen. So where it says the time. And I disabled that because every 15 seconds, that's a lot. If you're trying to get some information about something, it's gone at once. So, but you can add timers. I couldn't find them again, but they're in settings, timed actions. Not the place where I would have put them maybe, but I did find them finally. It's also easy to criticize when I didn't update this. So if I click back and forth, yeah. That's another thing, you should update everything. If we click these two. I think I'll put a timer on this one, but change the message. Because it says the assistant, because I was doing stream on the assistant. Just remove that. Am I blind? That's another problem. I can't change the size of the text here. It did not say GitHub, right? It's so tiny. And the little dash at the start makes it quiet for the TTS. And let's add a timer. Come on, let's add timer to this. Oh, I forgot. No, it should be in here. With a right click, you can set them to be favorites. So let's add a new one called GitHub timer and double space again. I should take the time to pull out the cord from behind my everything and get a new keyboard plugged into my computer. That's why I haven't done it. It's just right here, but you have to crawl behind everything. Laziness. So maybe have a time to. Let's do the same one again. And you have to click these. I can tab to them. There. No, I clicked the wrong one. Did it create one? There. So it's using GitHub timer and Let's switch this to timers. So let's try the command too. Okay. Maybe it's time to put this on GitHub. I was thinking maybe I should first do the some kind of restore or add the backup of the file of the JSON, meaning a copy. You can do it like here. OS dot, what could it be called? Better to Google it. Done this before. Click the same things. No. No. That's not what I want. Here, always. P open. Also process. If there's a make directory, shouldn't there be a copy file? An OS. I could just save the file again. I open it, I can just save it. But is this really where this should be done? No. The path to the file is here. You can just do it yourself too. Why do I have sys? Is this why I have sys? If I search my Obsidian, let's do this a bit here because everything is not open. Copy. Oh, searching for copy and py, as in Python, is not very useful, right? Oh my god, I get some money. Sorry for not showing this. I've imported stuff to my Obsidian from other people, so I don't want to share their stuff by mistake. No, I couldn't find anything that way. So, I may just have what scripts. It's old stuff, right? in my Python course thingy, maybe I have some file stuff. File IO. No, it's just very basic. This was like intended for beginners to programming, not just to Python. Yeah, this is more recent. Let's just check the second Google it. It seems to say this one all the time. Can't it be done with OS? Why is there no OS.copy? Okay. It's so stupid. I can just save it again. Let's just do that when it's done. You can do it if you want to. I thought I'd comment it, so you can just uncomment it if you want to use it. So I already have the code when I did the save. I should finish this too, just to have it in the directory if someone would want to do this odd thingy. Should I? Now I'm going tired. It's been 2.5 hours only, but I'm talking too much. Just because I'm streaming, I do stuff differently. That's strange, right? So first finish this and then finish this one. And this is the dumping, and this is the... We don't need to convert it, because if this is done... It took me some time to find that it was called dump, I remember. So, after I open it, I read it into file text. So file text should still be the original file. So here, if I open the file for writing, and the reason I wouldn't save anything on, yeah, it's also the path, of course. This is not the right path. We need the backup path, and we need one of these. And instead of the action and this, we need the actual name. Oh, I should have had it separately anyway, then maybe. This is actually where it was, I think so. So in the backup directory, we also save the actions.json file, and we do it by we don't need to do this even as SB file. SB file is a file. We don't need to do a JSON dump, do we? Because we have. That's what I needed to do here when I had JSON. I just need to write to the file. How did I read it? File.read. So instead of this, we should do a write. So, no, this is the wrong place. Why am I in this file? Did I edit more stuff in here? No, because I was in here. Sometimes that's what I meant with being tired, right? Okay, so file text is the text. How did I hop to that file? How to look to the stream? Because this I will need to write. Must be file dot. Dude, I want to write. I want to write this. Whatever. I could, of course, dump to JSON. It feels like wrong number of parentheses. OS path, comma that. Oh. So just checking my OBS. So now it should make a new backup directory, but also make a file called actions.json in there. And we'll see if this line works, because it didn't seem to be a write there, but I'm just testing, see if there is anyway. So actions JSON does exist. And is it similar or the same as this file? That's the question. The best program for comparing files is this one. And video, Streamer.bot data, actions, there. So these files look identical. So I don't have to synchronize tiers for this. Compare by content. Yeah, they are identical. So we did a copy without including any other stuff. So this file is much bigger though. Backing up the actions.json too. Comment these if you don't want to. Oh my god, all the double spaces. No, I can't replace that here. I'll have to do it manually. So I could of course do it. Oh, I don't think we have that many double spaces. Oh. 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 More comments, right? So first, Python comments. And the timestamp is code. The other one is more like an input. So removing that, putting it here. No, there are conventions. Do I have the power to do it? It's a wait, right? But it didn't start at this date. Whatever. That's enough. We don't use this. We don't use pprint. I'm thinking, should I do more? Should I ask? That was all the chocolate. I'm sorry for being quiet, my throat is a bit... There. Some water. So, are there any more comments needed? Oh, yeah. Right, we make the directory if it doesn't exist before, which it won't since it's seconds. But still, with open OS pop join, actually, yeah. So it opens a file, reads the now this is where it copies. It writes it to the backup directory and uses the same name. Well, we could change it, of course. Or maybe we should. Now we want all of them in the same place, right? Then we go through all the actions. We set a count for sub actions. The execute code for the sub actions. We don't want several with the same name saved. So that's why we count them, and we go through all the sub actions, but we only do something if the type is execute code, which is 99999, and then we add a number. So the first one is 1. Then we, since it's saved in this way, it's saved in B64, Well, that's the code. My god. Here. I was just switching this tiny bit away. Yeah, and it also removes double line breaks, because they are there. For some reason it's \r\r\n, and it's base64 encoded, so it has to decode. I'll have to look into the decode UTF-8, since we do have a problem with, let's see, first words. Here we have a Swedish character that's not read here, but it's correct if I look at, no, I had to look them on there. So if I look at it here, here it's correct. So I'm not sure that the problem is my code, or if it is that code doesn't get the code, doesn't get the encoding of this. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Anyway, that's one thing that's not super important. If you just want to back up your code and there's some special characters, language specific ones that are not shown in code. If you would read it back, it would read it back the same way, so. Okay. Wrong file. So that's all of it. Then it just saves all of these files here, because that's all of the scripts I have in my Streamer.bot. The one called chat over here. So if you open chat here, it's the same thing. Just save now at 1835:40. So are there any more comments required? Saving the code bits to files named by the action and number, and my double spaces again. There. Oh, I should type a comment for the code is saved in the JSON in base64 format. So it needs to be decoded. Decoded. There. That's good enough. Good enough. Should I put these comments before? Oh, it didn't hop it automatically. Go through all the actions, go through all the sub actions. if the sub action type is execute code. It's called execute code, right? There. It's very simple. Half of the text is comments. So let's oh, it's Python first. Oh. Oops, wrong scene. There. So I'm back. Okay, so I was just about to go into this directory. So Streamer.bot. Should I just call it Streamer.bot scripts? I'm renaming this one. My god, that's too... Streamer.bot scripts is actually called with... Yeah, it's a big S. Maybe I should have a big S too. Streamer.bot scripts. Okay, put stuff here. Or maybe just streaming scripts, because I have the OBS one too. It could be OBS scripts. Streamer.bot scripts. The reason I'm caring at all about this is because I'm adding this to GitHub now. Because I promised I would share it, so... But I'm thinking I'll finish the other one first before I do that, but... or just check that it runs. I don't think I finished it. I don't remember. It was months ago. I'm almost LS in here, but I don't need to do anything. After CDing, my fingers do LS, LA automatically. And that's a problem when you're on Windows. So... Well, let's just do this. Just check that everything there is okay. I don't have any other files. There are no MD files here. Well, let's add this thing. Where's the... There. So new. Yeah, right, it does a dash. Should I call my directory that? So do not initialize it, please. I remember once I think I clicked license and then you have to mess about to to get it started. So Alright, let's go. Oh. Let's delete the files before committing. I don't need my backups in here. I should do a git ignore file. Okay, I can use this new file .git ignore. Did I type it right? Git ignore. And I kind of feel I don't have any check on if there's anything in chat. No. So yeah, right, add these. So can I do backup star? Let's try this. So save that and do the git status again. I did get init before if someone messed it there. So now we have the git ignore, we have the other scripts that are not finished, and we have that one. I could just add the one that's finished for the first one. I could do that. I almost always do git add dot. Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid. Whatever, I won't commit now. So these will be... one file will actually be gone. Right. Well, let's do it. Let's do this. Oh, that's so annoying. Why did I do it like that? That was stupid. There. Again, git status. That's what I intended. I could have just written one more letter and I wouldn't have had 2 extra files. Should I commit this? Why not? It's not even the original files. There. So I should really add the get ignore too, but not a second. So I've got my. I was thinking of making a course on Git too, so I have my cheat sheet here, and the thing that I never remember. Where is it? Not up here? No, where is it? Sync. Yeah, I think it's this one. You do this one first, and then you add it and the URL. Why did I copy the URL before I even got this? I don't know. Oops. This is why it's good to have several screens, so you don't get this problem. Oh, I got this one instead. Oh, how annoying. This was so annoying. Okay, this one I went big there, and this one, let it be on the other screen. It doesn't matter if you don't see it. So let's, oh my god. Control Shift V. No, that's not necessary. Oh gosh. This is funny. I should just type instead of copy paste, right? I'll have to find the place again because it jumped around. No, it's further up. Here. Here we have it. So this is my comment, or my note, and the name. Let's lazy everything there, and then the URL. There. So, and then we just push it, but the first time we need to do extra. Almost quite annoying to have this in Obsidian suddenly when you have to remove these. That's new to me. So, oh, did I call it something else? Maybe, you know, streamer brain thing. Let's just do this one step at a time. So, what did I do? I did everything I usually do. I checked the status, added the file. I actually had to remove something because I was stupid. I did a commit with a message. I don't have to do that. I did git branch and main. I made this, but I happened to do it first. And then we did this, and then we did this, and it didn't work. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't think, I just copied. I copied. Think to think. That's stupid of me. So this one, it's not supposed to be the name here. I was thinking, why does it need the name twice? But of course, this is where you... I even had it in my notes. Well, that's what you usually do. Now this might get funny. We'll see. We'll see. I usually don't read this, but with this... Yeah, looks good. So, if we status now... nothing to commit, but untracked files. Yeah, so if we check the site now, they should be there. So here's the script. Tiny little short thing, no functions even. We could have made like a function of this one. But why? Super simple.